Engagé volontaire. The engagé volontaire is the entry-level recruit of the French Foreign Legion, holding no insignia. Training lasts about 15 weeks at the 4th Regiment Étranger in Castelnaudary, focusing on endurance, marksmanship, discipline and teamwork. It tests loyalty and adaptability under pressure as much as military skill. During this stage, the recruit is simply addressed as engagé volontaire and wears only the green beret, symbolizing trainee status. Training culminates in the Marche Kepi Blanc, a demanding multi-day march. Completing it earns the white kepi, marking full acceptance into the Legion and promotion to Legionnaire de deuxième classe. Legionnaire de deuxième classe. The Legionnaire de deuxième classe is the first official rank held by a soldier after completing initial training, and the symbolic Marche Kepi Blanc, which marks full induction into the French Foreign Legion. This rank is equivalent to private in other armies. Soldiers at this level perform essential duties including weapon maintenance, guard shifts, physical conditioning, and routine field exercises. They are expected to follow orders precisely and adapt quickly to Legion discipline while developing strength, endurance, and teamwork. The shoulder board for this rank displays a 7-flame grenade emblem, symbolizing the Legion's heritage, unity, and martial tradition. Legionnaire de première classe. The Legionnaire de première classe represents an experienced soldier who has completed around 10 months of service in the French Foreign Legion. This rank is equivalent to private first class in other armies. Soldiers at this level demonstrate consistent discipline, reliability, and a clear understanding of Legion procedures. Their daily responsibilities include equipment upkeep, training support, and assisting newer recruits during basic tasks and drills. They begin to take initiative within small teams, showing readiness for greater responsibility. The shoulder board for this rank features the 7-flame grenade emblem above a single upward-pointing chevron, symbolizing progress and earned respect. Caporal. The Caporal is a junior leader within the French Foreign Legion, equivalent to a corporal in other armies. Promotion to this rank is possible after about 1 year of service and completion of the Fonctionnaire Caporal course, also known as the Caporal Foot course. Soldiers selected for training must show discipline, initiative, and leadership potential. In the 1st Foreign Cavalry Regiment, 1st REC, the same rank is traditionally called Brigadier. The Caporal supervises small teams of Legionnaires, ensuring efficiency and morale. The shoulder board features the 7-flame grenade emblem above 2 upward-pointing chevrons, symbolizing the rank's first step into command responsibility. Caporal Chef. The Caporal Chef is a senior enlisted leader within the French Foreign Legion, equivalent to senior corporal in other armies. Promotion typically follows about 6 years of service, recognizing proven reliability and leadership. In the 1st Foreign Cavalry Regiment, Premier REC, this rank is traditionally known as Brigadier Chef. Caporal chefs manage small squads, oversee drills, and maintain discipline, often serving as mentors to junior legionnaires. Those not advancing to non-commissioned officer status may remain in this position as seasoned specialists. The shoulder board features the 7-flame grenade emblem above 3 upward-pointing chevrons, with the 3rd chevron rendered in gold for infantry and silver for cavalry units. Sergeant. The sergeant is a key junior non-commissioned officer within the French Foreign Legion, equivalent to sergeant in other armies. Promotion follows about 3 years of service as a caporal and successful completion of the stage sergeant, an 8-month advanced leadership course designed for future squad leaders. In the 1st Foreign Cavalry Regiment, Premier REC, the rank is traditionally called Maréchal des Logis. Sergeants command small squads in both training and field missions, enforcing discipline and guiding younger legionnaires. The shoulder board bears the 7-flame grenade emblem above 2 upward-pointing chevrons, shown in gold for infantry and silver for cavalry units. Sergeant-Chef. The Sergeant-Chef is a senior non-commissioned officer within the French Foreign Legion, equivalent to Staff Sergeant or Senior Sergeant in other armies. Promotion typically comes after 3 years as Sergeant and between 7 to 14 years of total service. In the 1st Foreign Cavalry Regiment, 1st REC, this rank is known as Marshal of the Logis-Chef. At this level, the Sergeant-Chef commands a platoon or peloton in cavalry units, or serves as a platoon sergeant assisting an officer. The rank, introduced into the French Army in the late 1920s, reflects maturity, field experience, and command reliability. The shoulder board bears the 7-flame grenade emblem above 3 chevrons, gold for infantry, silver for cavalry. Sergeant-Chef BM2. The Sergeant-Chef BM2, or Maréchal des Logis, Chef Première Classe in cavalry units, is a recently introduced senior non-commissioned officer rank within the French Foreign Legion, equivalent to a second-level staff sergeant. Created in late 2022, it was established to recognise advanced leadership and tactical expertise, replacing the discontinued Sergeant Major rank, retired in 1971. Promotion follows successful completion of the Brevet Militaire de Deuxième Niveau, BM2 course. Soldiers at this level command sections, coordinate training, and assist officers in operations. The shoulder board shows the 7-flame grenade emblem above 4 upward-pointing chevrons with gold for infantry and silver for cavalry. Adjudant. The adjutant is a senior non-commissioned officer within the French Foreign Legion, equivalent to warrant officer in other armies. Promotion to this rank generally requires a minimum of 3 years of service as Sergeant-Chef and proven leadership in both field and administrative duties. Adjudants may command a platoon or a peloton in cavalry units and often serve as company first sergeants overseeing logistics, personnel management, and daily operations. They are respected as the direct link between officers and enlisted soldiers. The shoulder board displays the 7-flame grenade emblem above 2 horizontal stripes, with silver for infantry and gold for cavalry distinctions. Adjutant-Chef. The Adjutant-Chef is among the most senior non-commissioned officer ranks in the French Foreign Legion, equivalent to Chief Warrant Officer or Master Sergeant in other armies. Promotion to this position generally follows 4 years of service as adjutant and a total of at least 14 years in uniform. Established in 1912, the rank has long symbolized seniority, authority, and technical mastery within the Legion. Adjutant-chefs are responsible for overseeing company-level training, discipline, and operations, often serving as key advisors to officers. The shoulder board displays the 7-flame grenade emblem above 2 horizontal bars, with silver for infantry and gold for cavalry distinctions. Major. The Major is the most senior non-commissioned officer rank in the French Foreign Legion, equivalent to Command Sergeant Major in the US Army or Regimental Sergeant Major in the UK Army. Promotion is granted either by examination or after a minimum of 14 years of service, often following a long tenure as Adjutant-Chef. Majors typically have over 25 years of military experience and are selected for exceptional leadership and integrity. They serve as regimental level advisors, overseeing discipline, logistics, and soldier welfare. The shoulder board displays the 7-flame grenade emblem above 3 horizontal bars, with silver for infantry and gold for cavalry distinctions. Aspirant. The aspirant is an officer designate in the French Foreign Legion, equivalent to an officer candidate in the US Army or an officer cadet in the UK system. Although technically not a commissioned officer, the rank is treated as one in daily operations. Aspirants are officers in training or selected volunteers temporarily serving in command roles. They may lead a platoon or a peloton in cavalry units, and can later apply for permanent commission as a sous-lieutenant. The shoulder board features the 7-flame grenade emblem above a single segmented horizontal stripe, with gold for infantry and silver for cavalry distinctions. Sous-lieutenant. The sous-lieutenant is the entry-level commissioned officer rank in the French Foreign Legion, equivalent to a second lieutenant in the US or UK armies. Newly graduated from military academies or promoted from among the most capable senior NCOs, a sous-lieutenant typically commands a platoon, known as a peloton, in cavalry units. It usually takes several years of prior service and training, often following success at officer school or recommendation from the field. To reach this level, the shoulder board features the 7-flame grenade emblem above a single horizontal stripe, coloured gold for infantry and silver for cavalry, signifying the officer's first step into command responsibility within the Legion. Lieutenant. The lieutenant is the next step in the commissioned ranks, equivalent to a first lieutenant in the US Army, or simply lieutenant in the UK system. Typically promoted after 2 to 3 years of service as a sous-lieutenant, a lieutenant continues to command a platoon, but with greater operational autonomy and field experience. In smaller or understrength units, a lieutenant may even command a company or a squadron in the cavalry. The shoulder board displays the 7-flame grenade emblem above 2 horizontal stripes, gold or silver, depending on whether the officer belongs to infantry or cavalry branches. Capitaine. The Capitaine is a mid-level commissioned officer, equivalent to a captain in both US and UK forces. Promotion to this rank generally occurs after 4 to 5 years of service as a lieutenant. The Capitaine is entrusted with commanding a company or a squadron in cavalry formations, overseeing around 150 soldiers. In some circumstances, particularly during deployments or when officer shortages occur, a capitaine may also take charge of a battalion or group of squadrons. The shoulder board bears the 7-flame grenade emblem above 3 solid stripes, rendered in gold for infantry and silver for cavalry, denoting full company command authority within the Legion. Commandant. The Commandant is a senior field officer rank in the French Foreign Legion, equivalent to a major in the US and UK system. Promotion to this level usually comes after 5 to 6 years of service as a capitaine, typically representing 14 to 16 years of total service in the Legion. In the infantry, this rank is officially known as chef de bataillon, CBA, and in the cavalry as chef d'escadrons, CES. The commandant commands a battalion or group of squadrons and may also lead a demi-brigade composed of 2 battalions. In some regiments, he serves as the second in command, ensuring tactical coordination and discipline. The shoulder board carries the 7-flame grenade emblem above 4 horizontal stripes, coloured gold for infantry and silver for cavalry, marking the officer's seniority as a seasoned field commander. Lieutenant Colonel. The Lieutenant Colonel is a senior commissioned officer, rank in the French Foreign Legion, position just below Colonel and equivalent to a Lieutenant Colonel in US and UK forces. Promotion to this level typically occurs after 5 to 6 years of service as a Commandant, marking around 20 to 22 years of total military service. A Lieutenant Colonel may command a regiment or serve as its second in command, often overseeing the training, discipline, and operational readiness of the unit. The shoulder board bears the 7-flame grenade emblem above 5 alternating gold and silver horizontal stripes, distinguished in gold for infantry and silver for cavalry, symbolizing a veteran officer trusted with regimental leadership and strategic coordination within the Legion. Colonel. The Colonel is one of the most senior field officers in the French Foreign Legion, equivalent to Colonel in other armies. Officers at this rank command an entire regiment and oversee its operations, discipline, and overall combat readiness. They coordinate multiple companies and play a central role in strategy and leadership across deployments. Promotion to colonel usually follows many years of dedicated service as a lieutenant colonel. The shoulder board features a 7-flame grenade emblem above 5 horizontal stripes, rendered in gold for infantry units and silver for cavalry units, representing complete regimental authority within the Legion's command hierarchy. General de Brigade. The General de Brigade is a senior command rank within the French Foreign Legion, equivalent to Brigadier General in the United States Army or Brigadier in the British Army. Officers at this level command an entire brigade composed of several regiments or demi-brigades, overseeing both strategic operations and organisational structure. They are addressed as mon général. This rank marks the transition from regimental command to high-level leadership across the Legion. The shoulder board displays 2 silver stars set against a black background, signifying authority over multiple regiments and the beginning of the Legion's general officer hierarchy. General de Division. The General de Division is the highest attainable rank within the French Foreign Legion, equivalent to a Major General in the United States or United Kingdom. Officers at this level oversee entire divisions or army corps, holding full operational authority over the Legion's structure, personnel and missions. This rank represents decades of distinguished service, strategic leadership and command experience across international deployments. The shoulder board features 3 silver stars arranged on a black field, a symbol of supreme command and the culmination of a Legionnaire's military career.